Welcome back to another video. In this video we will be talking about a few bits of news that just came out. Um, let's just dive right into it. What we have is the Dragonflight Alpha on the Battle.net launcher. There's a wowhead article saying that on the Battle.net catalog config, new data showing the Dragonflight Alpha has been added to the Battle.net launcher. Currently nothing is available for download, but the launcher is being prepared for upcoming alpha tests. This is the article right here that they are talking about, and this is some catalog config data where they found the WoW Dragon install background, so that's probably the background installer for Dragonflight, or at least for the alpha. And there's a lot of stuff in here that shows us the alpha will not be that far away from us anymore. Besides this, we also have the next bit of news. Last week, I think it's a week ago now. Yeah, 7 days ago. The Priest Dragonflight talent trees were available. Now also, about an hour ago, an hour and 10 minutes ago, the Rogue trees were able to preview. And there's a whole explanation here what they want to do with the Rogue and where they want to go with it. And the talents. And then also you have the trees, what they look like. Now the Rogue tree, the class tree will all stay the same, but the spec specific tree will change. As you can see here, assassination, you have outlaw, and you have subtlety. Now to be fair, I have no clue on rogues. I have never played it. Always thought it was an interesting class, but I actually never tried it, so I have no clue what's strong and what's not. And then one that I am very excited about. As you all might know, if you follow the channel, I have been changing my main from a enhancement shaman to a hunter. I've been playing survival and I am playing Marksman right now, and I really like it. I also use a lot of alts to make money with the mission table, and I'm currently leveling some new alts, and I'm also leveling hunters, as I think hunters are pretty easy to level as beast mastery. So yeah, I really like the hunters. I like all three specs. It's just that some of them are better in some situations than others. And I like marksman and beast mastery for different reasons than survival. I have been playing melee. I'm pretty good at melee, I think, or at least better at melee than ranged, but I'm still learning. But yeah, the Hunter Dragonflight talents are here, or at least a preview. Of course, this is only a preview and nothing is set in stone yet. It can still change. Things can still work out a bit different. Talents might change, the position they're in might even change. So yeah, let's take a look at it. This is the wowhead article they have for it. It went up an hour and a minute ago. It's a bit more probably right now. I had it open for a few minutes. So yeah, here we go. Again, a little explanation. They already told in a different post. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, it's this one. The Hunter Pet, Fluffy and You, Hunter Pets on Dragonflight and beyond. Now they did say they wanted to change, or I'm not sure if they said they wanted to change it. I just quickly scanned it. It was like they want to make different beasts do different things, like turtle, which is really tanky, and a cat will be a bit more agile and would punch out a bit more damage, but has lower HP. Right here. These are sort of competing goals. Turtles are inherently more armored and tough creatures. Cats are often graceful and agile creatures. Foxers are generally smart and tricky creatures. Now, they're not saying that they will design pets in-game based entirely on how they are in the real world, but they will change things a little bit within the pet region for hunters. I think this will also... I think they did... Yeah. They said, we realize pets are an important piece of your identity as a hunter, warlock, and death knight. And mages too. There are ongoing efforts to improve pets, add new pets, and make cool things for pets and pet classes. So if you like pet classes, if you do play one of these, they will change things up. And I never thought I say this because I actually never liked pet classes because you have to manage your pet as well as yourself, your own damage. You have to watch out for your own position in dungeons and stuff, but also your pet's position. If you're moving, you need to take care of your pet. Sometimes you need to dismiss it because it will just bug out and pull shit. I never liked it, but after playing it and giving it a go, I really, really like it. And I kind of already decided that for Dragonflight, my hunter will be my main. So yeah, I was excited to read this. Now currently as a marksman hunter, you don't use a pet, or at least not in dungeons and raids, because you will get the lone wolf buff for more damage, 10% damage increase. But for leveling, I think Beast Mastery will probably be the best spec again to do it. So that would be nice. Now let's get back to the talents. These are the different trees again. The Beast Mastery, the Marksmanship, and the Survival. Look like the Survival is really small, but it's just the top row has only 2 picks where the others already have 3 and they fan out a bit further. But in the bottom here it's all pretty wide. So they will have some base abilities. They will all have some class abilities, Beast Mastery, Marksman, and Survival talents. I will go over the base abilities and class talents first, and in a separate video I will probably take a look at the Beast Mastery, Marksmanship, and Survival talents and see what I think about it. So first up, the baseline abilities are Arcane Shot, Aspect of the Cheetah, Aspect of the Turtle, your pets, your Disengage Eagle Eye, your Self Heal, Eyes of the Beast, Feign Death, Flare, Freezing Trap, Hunter Tracking, to track nearby creatures, Hunter's Mark, pet utility stuff, like your pet heal, dismiss pet, those kind of things. Steady Shot and Wing Clip. Pretty basic. I think most of these are already just basic hunter stuff. Then for the hunter class talents, and this is only the spec tree, nothing into the specialization yet. Sorry, I mean this is just the class tree, not the spec tree yet. Also, we don't have a talent calculator yet. If it comes up, I will let you all know, and we will give it a go. We will check it out, see what we can come up with. So for now, in the first row of the hunter talents, you have Kill Command, Concussive Shot, and Kill Shot. Now, normally you would have the top 3 choices. Yeah, 3 choices for 3 specs, and then 1 is for every one of the specs. But with Hunter it's different. Kill Command will be for Beast Mastery and Survival. Concussive Shot will not be granted automatically if you choose one of the specs. So you can pick this. You can just pick it, but you won't get it automatically if you choose one of the specs. And then Kill Shot will be granted when selecting Marksmanship. You can still select Kill Shot if you want it with any of the other specs, but it will cost you a point. Then in the second row we have Trill Blazer. Increase your movement speed by 15 or 30%. anytime you've not attacked for 3 seconds. You have post haste. I really like this talent now, just to get out of shit and get some movement speed. Disengage will also free you from movement impairing effects, increase your movement speed by 25 or 50% for 4 seconds, and improved kill shot, it will increase the critical damage. So already seeing this, you will probably want to play a crit build if you're playing kill shot as Marksman, I suppose. And I have seen some... Let me log out quickly for the backup sounds. So yeah, I have already read some of the talents, and with Marksman, again, you have a dot that you will put up on your target when you crit it, and it will deal a certain amount of damage based on the damage you did with the crit. So probably for Marksman you will still play heavy crit. Then on the third row you have thick hides, increase your pet's total health, which is an interesting one for beast mastery, I think. Especially in open world content. Just to get your pet a little bit tankier. Then we have counter shot, interrupting spell casting. For survival, counter shot talent is replaced with muzzle. Yeah, so it's basically just what it is right now. You either have the counter shot to counter a spell cast, or muzzle for close range when you play survival. I think it's exactly the same as it is now. And the other one is Mending, natural mending. Every 25 or 12, it's to choice talent, to pick talent. Every 25 or 12 focus you spend reduce the remaining cooldown on your self-heal by a second. Now 12 is pretty quick. You can probably get your self-heal up pretty quick again. I'm not sure how much use you get out of this in PvE. Probably, I'm not sure about raids. As we don't know the raids yet, we also don't know the dungeons, but there are some situations like AoE situations where the entire team gets damaged, where this might be useful in PvE as well. I think this will be strong in PvP. Let's go on to row number 4. Tar Trap. It's basically the Tar Trap as you know. Reduce movement speed for enemies that move through it. Trap will stay for a minute. Misdirection. I think this is a good one to get for all specs. Tranquilizing Shot. Also good to get for every spec. At least for PvE, that is. I'm not sure for PvP. You probably won't use Misdirection anyway because it won't help. Tranquilizing Shot might still be good. Then in the 5th row we have Improved Mend Pad. Your Mend Pad heals for an additional 25, 50 or 75%. That seems like a lot. So basically I think standard is 35% over 10 seconds. So if it will heal an additional 75%, that would mean... I think it says an additional 75% of your pet's health. So if it's 35%, you would have 110% HP. So that could be really nice for some open world content. Or maybe like back in the day when you have a hunter pet tanking stuff. Just like the Warlock's Voidwalker tanking dungeons. You can improve your self-heal to also heal your pet for 50% or 100% of its max health. Which is a pretty good one as well. Again, I think this is more aimed for survival and beast mastery for sure. Your pet takes 45 to 90% reduced damage while under the effect of your misdirection. Oh, I can see some things going on with this one. 90% reduced damage, increased healing. Your acceleration will also heal it for 100% of its HP. You can pull some crazy things off right there. improved tranquilizing shot, so you will have to pick the tranquilizing shot. It's probably right underneath it in the row. Yeah, tranquilizing shot is right here. It's this purple square. And then right under it is the 2-point thing for the improved one. So that's right below it. When you successfully dispel an effect, you gain 5 or 10 focus. I think that's a conduit right now, if I'm not mistaken. It is pretty nice if you lack the focus and you're interrupting a lot. It could help out a bit. Then the next one is a choice. You have Scatter Shot, a short range shot that deals 5 damage, removes all harmful effects, removes all harmful damage over time effects, and incapacitates the target for 4 seconds. Any damage cost will remove the effect, turns off your attack when used. Oh, that's good. This could be really good to interrupt some high priority targets or healers. Oh, my bad. Or healers in PvE as well, just as PvP. For PvE, I know in some dungeons that we have right now, right, like mists, when you enter the maze, there are some parts where you have a healer. One of the healer guys just heals everything up. So yeah, for those kind of situations, that might be really nice. Just get all the damage over time effects off of it and just stun it for 4 seconds. It's basically just an extra interrupt. And if you have a team you run mythic dungeons with, or just mark something and the mark is your scatter shot target, so everyone knows not to target it and not to damage it, that would be nice. The other one is Binding Shot. Fires a magical projectile, tethering the enemy to any other enemies within 5 yards for 10 seconds, rooting them in place for 8 seconds if they move more than 5 yards from the arrow. I think we already have Binding Shot right now as well. Still a good pick as well. I can see both being strong. I think both are really good. I see some nice plays possible with these talents. In row 6 we have Scare Beast. Runs up to 20 seconds in fear. Damage will interrupt it, and you can only fear 1 beast at a time. It's basically the same as it is now. Then we have a choice of Intimidation. Commands your pet to intimidate the target, stunning it for 5 seconds. That's a really strong one for Beast Mastery, but also I think for Survival, as you will play with a pet as well. Marksman, I'm not sure if Marksman has, I haven't read it yet, if Marksman has Lone Wolf again, you probably want to skip all the pet stuff. If Marksman does not have Lone Wolf, then some of the pet things will probably be strong as well for Marksman. The other choice is High Explosive Trap. Hurls a fire trap to the target location that explodes when an enemy approaches, causing fire damage and knocking enemies away. That might be nice. Just like a Monk's Ring, but this would just knock them away once and deal fire damage, I guess. Camouflage, just as we know it right now. Gain stealth for a minute, and you and your pet will heal every second. Pretty good self-heal. And also easy to skip things in Mythic Plus. We now have the potions, but as a hunter, if you have Camouflage, you can just use it. The other one is Born to be Wild. Reduce the cooldown of aspect of the eagle, cheetah, and turtle by 7, 14, or 21%. Could be really good. I actually never use aspect of the eagle. Cheetah is your movement speed, and turtle is obviously your bubble kind of thing. This could be really good, depending on for PvP at least, having turtle up quicker is pretty good, I think. Movement speed would be nice, just in open world content, but also in dungeons. If you're speedrunning things, it could be really good. Then on to the next row, row 7. Improved traps, reduce the cooldown of your traps. Binding shackles, targets knocked back by explosive trap or stunned by intimidation. Deal 10 to 20% less damage to you for 8 seconds after the root or stun effect ends. Could be pretty good as well. Agile movement, your movement speed is increased. That's nice. Then row 8, Beastmaster, pet damage is increased by 9%. I'm seeing some really interesting things for Beast Mastery that could work out. I'm gonna write it all down for a next video and see if we can make it work points wise, if it's possible to do what I have in mind. The next one is Keen Eyesight. It's probably more focused on the name suggests it's more focused on marksmanship. Critical strike chance is increased, but this of course can be good for any of the hunter specs. I'm not sure how much crit beast mastery is running at the moment, but for marksman it's really good. I think for survival it's good as well. Rapidly fires a spray of show. Oh, this is what the talent is right now. Barrage. It's basically the same as the talent is right now, I think. Serpent Sting is basically your Serpent Sting from survival right now. Then row 9 will have improved kill command, increased kill command's damage. So I'm wondering, let's say you're going Beastmaster, your pet damage is increased by 9%. Does this increase your pet's abilities as well? If it does, then your kill command damage increased by 10% is 10% increased from already an increased 9%. So 10% from 109% instead of 10% from 100%. If this stacks up, you can get some really nice extra damage in with your pets. Looks really strong. Next up is Stampede. Summon a herd of stampeding animals from the wilds around you that deal damage for 12 seconds. I think we already have Stampede right now as well. I'm not sure, it's I think a Beast Mastery talent, but I have not seen anyone playing it yet. It might not be strong at this point, but maybe it will see some play in Dragonflight. Then next up is Nessingwary's Trapping Apparatus. Successfully freezing trap an enemy, you gain focus and increase focus gained for 5 seconds. You can get 100% increased focus gain for 5 seconds, which could be good. You could spam some things if kill command has 2 charges like it has for survival at the moment. If you play the talent for it, you can just spam it and get your focus out of the way quickly. And since you're gaining focus, you can just spam some stuff. You can really burst up in damage, I think. Chimera shot is, I think, yeah, it looks to be the same as the current Chimera shot you have as... I'm not sure if all specs have it, but I know Beast Mastery has it at the moment. Master Marksman, your range special attack, critical strikes cause the target to bleed. This was the one I was talking about earlier. This is currently a talent as well. Bleed for an additional 7 or 15% of the damage dealt over 6 seconds. Yeah, so this is the one I was talking about. If you take Keen Eyesight, the Master Marksman would be pretty nice as well. I bet these are below each other as well. Then we have a choice node, Viper's Venom or Latent Poison Injectors. Serpent Sting damage applies a poison to the target, stacking up 10 times. Barbed Shot, Aim Shot or Raptor Strike. So for all specs you have something. Will consume all stacks of poison, dealing extra damage to the target. Looks good, but I'm not sure how strong Serpent Sting will be. Like right now for survival you play Serpent Sting, but it's basically just you Serpent Sting the target and that's it. You only reapply it once it's out. You probably use Raptor Strike a lot more than Serpent Stings, so it won't increase your damage too much, but We'll see how things change up in Dragonflight. It might be a really strong pick. Barb Shot, Aimed Shot, Raptor Strike has a chance to make your next Serpent String cost no focus and deal an additional 250% increased damage. So right off the bat, this looks the go-to pick if you want to play this. This looks way stronger than the latent poison injectors at this point, but again, things might change. I'm not sure how Serpent Sting will work in Dragonflight. If it works the same as it works right now, then I would say Viper's Venom. And for the last row, you have a choice of Killer Instinct. Your kill command deals 50% increased damage against enemies below 35% health. So basically an execute kind of thing. Or Alpha Predator. Kill command has 2 charges and deals 30% increased damage. My pick would be Alpha Predator in this one. Just to have the second charge is pretty big. You can burst out a bit more damage. It also deals 30% increased damage if this works with kill command damage increased by 10%, pet damage increased by 9%. Your pets can deal a lot of damage. Steel Trap hurls a trap to the target location that's snapshot on the first enemy approaches, immobilizing it for 20 seconds and causing them to bleed over 20 seconds. Damage other than Steel Trap might break the immobilization. Okay, that looks like a pretty good thing for PvP. I'm not sure if it gets used in PvE. You have your freezing trap, maybe if you need to trap 2 targets, where one will only need a trap for 20 seconds, I think it's useful. But we'll have to see what the dungeons and the raid brings. Then you have a choice. Chakrams. Throw a pair of Chakrams at your target, slicing all enemies in the Chakram's path for physical damage. They will return to you, damaging enemies. Your primary target takes 100% increased damage. So I guess from the Chakrams it takes increased damage. Or yeah, it doesn't say for a period of time or from all other abilities. So I guess it's only from the Chakrams. And then you have Death Chakrams. Throw them at your current target. They will rapidly deal shadow damage 7 times, bouncing to other targets if they are nearby. Enemies struck by Death Chakrams take 10% more physical damage from you and your pet for 10 seconds. Each time the Chakram deals damage, its damage is increased by 15% and you generate 3 focus. Now this one looks really strong, again with all the pet buffs. 10% more physical damage from you and your pet. I'm getting kinda excited to play Beast Mastery, not gonna lie. It looks really fun. And last we have Explosive Shot. It will fire an explosive shot at your target after 3 seconds. The shot will explode, dealing fire damage to all enemies within 8 yards. Okay, that's not too bad. Do we have something like this, right? Yeah, I think we do have Explosive Shot as a Marksman talent right now. Yeah, so this is the basic Hunter talent tree. So it's a talent tree you will see on the left side here. I must say it looks really cool. I'm already having a few things in mind for Beast Mastery, to be honest. We will go over the spec specific trees in a later video. This is already going on for way too long, but yeah, I'm really excited for this. I have seen some interesting things for all 3 specs. I might have to get gear for all 3 specs in Dragonflight. They really look good. I really like it. I like the way it looks right now. I've seen some things I really want to try out. And as I've said before, you probably guessed it, I will probably play Beastmaster to level up and see what the talents as Beast Mastery does. So yeah, that's it for this video. Stay tuned for more. I will make probably 3 more videos going over the individual talent trees for all 3 specs: Beast Mastery, Marksman, and Survival. Probably also in that order, because that's the order they are in right here. Now I will I will share this link in the video description down below. I will also share the link to the pet changes they are planning in the link down below in the description. So yeah, stay tuned for more. I will be back this weekend with another video covering the Beast Mastery talents. I will try to put them up all this weekend, so stay tuned for more. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments down below, and let me know what you think about these talents. Thank you for today, and I will see you in the next one.